This video contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewers' discretion is advised. Former NFL coach Mike Ditka came out of his racist shell to say that anyone that kneels during the national anthem, get out of the country. What's so crazy about when I hear white people always talking about get out of my country? This is not your country. And sooner before later, you are going to be shown and you are going to know that this is not your country and you just may not have a country to go hide in. Regardless of what goes on in the lives of black people, we're just supposed to sit here and take it. Don't you kneel, don't you complain, you just take it. This is the way that America is, this is how it's always going to be, and that is bullshit. I know I said on one of my other videos that some people curse too much, and that is true, but when it comes to people like Mike Ditka and the rest of these races, it's difficult not to curse and not to get somewhat emotional, but we're going to try to maintain. Mike Ditka ass is old, damn near dead, so he doesn't really care about what comes out of his mouth at this point. He's one of these fed up racists that just had up to here with it. And I'm going to tell the world how I feel. I just wish that he had maybe about 20, 30 more years left in his life so he can be able to live in the life after white supremacy is eradicated from the land. That's why I really hate that all these old races, they damn near dead. So they're not going to be able to experience what is set aside for his ancestors. His ancestors, they are going to experience it. His children, grandchildren, they are going to experience it, and it is not going to be a nice place to be. The same spot that you reserved for black people, that spot is being set aside for races all across this land. All I can tell you is I can't wait. All this talk about get out of our country, go back to Africa. No, sir, we're not going nowhere. We stand here because we see now that y'all about on the end of y'all rope. And it really just makes you feel real down and low to see black people gaining ground as we're gaining it today. Cops going to jail. Whites are getting arrested. The little white lies are no longer being acknowledged. You know, it just really warms my heart to see these races all discombobulated. He had a nice spot. He's not thinking about his children, his lineage, because the things that he is saying today are going to fall on his ancestors' laps. They are the ones that are going to suffer for it because Mike Ditka is damn near dead. He a day away from being put in the ground. So he feels as if he's escaped that. But your kids won't. Your grandkids won't. The whooping that you were supposed to get, they gonna get it. The obstacles that were set in front of black people trying to keep us from making it, you know the same thing is going to happen to you. You understand about karma. Or as the old folks say, what goes around comes around. Mike Ditka, you might as well go on crawl in that damn hole, buddy. Because that shit you spewing about get out of the country, it ain't happening, man. I know that's why you're upset and mad, because you see which way the tide is going. It is not going in your favor. It is not going in the direction that you wanted to go. And you're going to squawk and get mad and say to anybody that disrespects the flag, get out of the country. The flag and what it represents has never respected me and my people. So the hell with you and your feelings on the flag and the feelings on us kneeling, which I don't understand myself. But if that's what they do, That's what they do. I feel as if the NFL players, all of the black ones, just should have left. Let them have their game. But because some of us are so obsessed with getting paid, well, you're going to have some black players out there. But yet and still, they're just not going to do it the way you want it done. The tide is turning. White supremacy is dead. It's on life support. You have a few people that's kicking and screaming, trying to stay alive. But the handwriting is on the wall, Mike Ditka, is that you white supremacists, you better say your prayers. You better head for them damn hills. If I was you, I'd go back to Europe. You tell everybody else to go back to where they came from. If I was you white people, you racist ones, I would make a beeline straight to them damn Caucasus Mountains. Because that's where you're going to end up, I'm telling you. We're not going to do like you and your people did to where my people live, going to destroy everything. We're going to leave those Caucasus Mountains just as you left it. We want you to have somewhere to go. Because believe it or not, that is where you're going. Instead of these racists trying to get in line with the new tide, they would rather go out with a fight. They would rather die than to change. And if that is what you wish, hey, that is what you are going to get. You know, to be honest with you, before Michael Ditka closes his eyes, I'm wishing that some old black man his same age that played football too will run up and kick him in his ass. You know, at one time, black people were made to kneel. But now black people are kneeling on their own for a cause. But as I say, what goes around comes around. And it's not going to be long to whereas you white racists are going to have to assume the position. Your boy Donald Trump, he cannot help you. And what you idiots do not realize is that Donald Trump is helping to expose all of you ignorant racists. You've had up to here. I can't take it anymore. I gotta let these people know how I feel. And then when you do that, we're gonna let you know how we feel. I mean, you can look at Mike Ditka and tell he's one of them old school ass racists. Most of those old football coaches, nothing but damn racists. They didn't want blacks on the team, and they try to do everything they can to make blacks get hurt and get put off the team, put them in vulnerable positions. See, the reason why a lot of blacks a long time ago took what they took off of white people because they were thinking about the kids. They knew that one day, somewhere along the line, their ancestors were going to do the things that they were not able to do at that time. And fast forward to today, we doing it. We're going to accomplish the things that our ancestors could not accomplish. We're not going to slip and let you put your foot on our necks because guess what? We got a foot too. And instead of these racists realizing and say, man, look, what we're doing is going to cause some hell of a backlash on our kids and our grandchildren. So maybe we should rethink our approach to this dilemma that we are in. But instead of you having some rational thinking going on, you'll want to come out here with the caveman, Caucasus Mountain mentality. And you're going to beat us into submission. As I say, those blacks are kind of gone. I mean, you created a group of scary blacks because the original blacks that came to this country were not scary, but you killed them off, and the children, you taught them to be scary. But as God will fix it, always, He's going to put the commandments in our hearts. See, it's something that they call compare and contrast. I can look back and see what the black people did in the past and what has went on in my lifetime. and I can come up with some solutions and answers on what we can do tomorrow. I know Mike Dicker's old ass, he's retired, don't have a job to lose, but I wonder could he lose his SSI check or his retirement for this stupidity he's trying to spew, that these racist views he's trying to rehash. Man, when Mike Dicker talks over the airwaves, I can smell the effort grip all the way over here. So to Mike Dicker, no, we will not stop kneeling, and no, we will not get out of this country. Hell, it ain't yours anyway.